Hi, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Candace Parker. I recently started doing some social media stuff in regards to like homesteading, herbalism, indoor gardening. I just have a variety of things that I feel like are becoming more popular right now in the world. And so for whatever reason, I just felt like I needed to share this on YouTube. And I have no script here, and I have not done this a lot. So I am basically just winging it right now. I'm in my daughter's room because she has a vanity that's behind the camera and it has the best lighting and the best place for me to sit. My dog is playing on the floor. So I just got home from work. I guess I need to introduce myself. So again, I'm Candace Parker. I was born in Southern California and then moved to Northwest Arkansas when I was 14. And I have two kids, a boy and a girl, and my son Christopher and my daughter Reese and my dog Sunny. And I live in an apartment, and I work in healthcare, and I work in allopathic healthcare. So for those of you that don't know what that means, it's just basically modern healthcare. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me. I have just really gotten into gardening and herbalism and things like that, like I said, but I've always kind of had an interest in these things. I have had gardens throughout the years, when I was married and, you know, had a house with some land. And then sorry, I'm watching my dog try to steal things off the dresser. And I love to grow things. The last 2 or 3 years, I've had several plants in my apartment, and just houseplant type things. I've grown tomatoes and things like that on my little patio area. But I do have a little bit of a background in herbalism, not much, but you know, just using some natural remedies that I was taught as a child by my mother and grandmother. And then my mom had breast cancer. She was diagnosed when I was 7. And she tried to go the natural route, which worked really well for her. But then there were some certain life events that happened, and she wasn't really able to go that route anymore, just for lack of resources. And there's my dog. And there's me in the mirror. For lack of resources. And I noticed a significant decline when she was not able to do the natural healthcare anymore. So that kind of got me thinking, especially now I've been in healthcare, working in healthcare, allopathic healthcare for 10 years now. July will be 10 years for me. And I feel like, nothing against the doctors that I work with or the people that I work with, but just the healthcare system in general is not really about the patient anymore. It's more about the business side. And I'm not really going to get into all of that, but my passion. Sunny, what are you doing? Hi, what are you doing? My passion is to help people. And if I can help them in a natural way or with modern medicine, any way I can help them, that's what I want to do. That's just in my blood. It's who I am. I'm a empath. I'm but I'm an empath, and I'm a caretaker. It's just in my blood. So if I can't help someone one way, I would love to be able to help them in another way. And so that's how I got into herbalism. And then not having a yard, living in an apartment. I've lived in this apartment for 4 years now, 4.5 years. obviously haven't been able to do much gardening, mostly just little containers, like I said, on my patio area. And recently I've discovered that there are some things I could probably do indoors in my apartment year round. So I've been researching that, experimenting, trying things like that. And so I feel like this channel will have a purpose. It's meant for somebody. There's a reason why I felt this strong need to share on my TikTok, my Instagram, Facebook, and now on YouTube. And so my dog is barking at the neighbors. So I don't know how well this is gonna work out, but we're gonna try it. And it might be a total flop. That's fine. At least I can say I tried. I followed whatever this subconscious need is to do this, and I gave it a go. Give it my best shot. I'm gonna do that. I'll give it my best shot. But I don't have the fanciest camera setup. This is my iPhone on a little $11 tripod I bought off Amazon. Again, sitting at my daughter's vanity where it has the best lighting, in her bedroom, where the dog crate is behind me, her unmade bed. I mean, this is real. This is raw. It's real. And I think that's what people really crave also, is a lot of times you get caught up on YouTube and social media with people who, I'm not saying everybody does, but people want to put their best face forward. Obviously, that's human nature. But I want to be real. I want to show you that, I killed a plant trying to grow it in my apartment instead of in a garden like it should have been. That way I can learn from my mistakes, but also other people can learn from my mistakes, but also other people can learn from my successes as well. I feel like there's a great need for people to, maybe not a need, yeah, a need, I'll say that, a need and a want for people in this particular day and time to grow their own food and homestead a little bit. Preserve your own food, make your own goods, learn new skills that are valuable. Food shortages, prices of groceries, things are going on in the news right now that are really kind of scary. And, not all of us are set up to have the best resources. For example, me. I live in an apartment. I'm a single mom, and I'm not looking for pity or anything like that. I'm just trying to show that there are some things that people in my situation can do. If you live in an apartment, you don't have a lot of resources. Again, single income family, there are things you can still do to live a better lifestyle. If that's the best way to put it, probably not, but here we are. Sunny, seriously, you are the loudest chewer on the planet. Again, I don't know how this YouTube thing's gonna go. This might be a total flop, especially since my dog is not gonna cooperate ever. But if you're interested, I will be making videos about making some of my herbal remedies that I make. I'll be doing indoor gardening. I am currently learning how to crochet. The next thing I'm gonna be learning and trying is water bath canning. Obviously, everyone's grandma canned growing up in the South. And even when I lived in California, me and my mom would come out here to visit her family in the summertime, and my grandma would be canning stuff that she grew in her garden, and we would help her can. And so I grew up with it, and as a lot of people did, especially in the South. So some of you probably already know how to do that. I unfortunately never got the chance to learn it, but I'm going to teach myself now because I have the wonderful resource of the internet. And I follow a lot of YouTube channels, TikTok channels, Instagram profiles, Facebook groups, things like that, where I'm learning a lot of valuable information that I can use. And this is also something that, obviously I don't want to live in an apartment forever. Nobody does. Well, maybe some people do. I don't. I want to have a few acres and be able to have a little garden and maybe a couple of chickens or whatever. And so I want to learn everything I can now in my season of waiting that I can use that would be valuable in the future. Jessica Sowards is amazing. I love her. I love everything she puts out. She has to do that right now. I can't with her. Jessica Sowards from Roots and Refuge Farm. She started out in Conway, Arkansas, which is close to where I am. She has since moved to South Carolina and started a new homestead there, a farm, 27 acres with her husband and her children. And they just have a sweet, sweet channel. And she said one of the most valuable things I've ever heard in my life is turn your waiting room into a classroom. That has been significant for me because I felt like I'm so stuck all this time where I don't have the resources to have a farm or land or a yard even. I feel like it's just wasted time, and it's not. And when she said that, for whatever reason, a light bulb came on, and I was like, she's exactly right. I'm just wasting my time by not using this time. So, like I said, learning to can, growing some indoor plants, that's going to teach me in itself some things that I don't know about gardening that will help me when I do have an actual outdoor garden. Crocheting, herbal medicines. There's a lot of things that I can use on a homestead in the future that I can learn now. And so that's what this is about. This is about me learning and sharing with you, the people that might want to learn as well, who maybe are in the same situation and just feeling discouraged. I want to inspire people because Jessica Sowards, I don't know if I'll ever get to meet her, where she'll ever even know how much of an inspiration she's been to me. I mean, she really brought me out of a funk. Like, I was just thinking, I'm stuck. I'm in this situation, which is not ideal for my goals and my dreams in the future. I'm stuck, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. But that's not true. And she said it perfectly. Turn your waiting room into a classroom, and that's what I'm doing. I'm learning as much as I can using the internet, and building a community of friends who have similar interests and know these things and can teach me. But there are also things that I can teach other people as well. And as I said before, my passion is taking care of people and helping people. And so if I can help you by showing you things that can be done now, if you're in a similar situation where you're needing to turn your waiting room into a classroom, then that's huge for me. Then that's exactly why, I don't know if God's the one that told me to do this. I know it was God. God told me that, it has to be God. It has to be God telling me, share your experience because you're going to help somebody. And to me, that's the most important thing, is helping my children, helping myself, obviously, but then it's helping other people. So anyway, that's my 13-minute spiel and introduction. I don't know what will be posted next. I'm just winging it. I'm in the middle of all of these things that I'm learning to do. I'm also learning to be a content creator. And even if I said, like I said, even if I only have 1 or 2 followers, but they're learning something, then that's good enough for me. And, sometimes good enough in that sense is okay. If I help one person, then that's far exceeded anything that I expected. I expect 0. It can only go up from here. So thanks for listening. And thanks for joining me in my daughter's bedroom and watching my dog chew on her toy. And I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. But I appreciate you watching. It means a lot to me if you're still here. And I guess I need to think of an outro. Everyone has an outro and an intro. They have these little things that they say. Jessica's is, I bless you, until next time. I can't steal hers. So I don't know. I'll think of something. But in the meantime, again, I really appreciate you watching this. And if you watch this, just know I love you. And look forward to see what's to come. Bye.